Hey folks, welcome back to the Beer Wrench Garage, and I'm excited to bring this video to you today to talk about the brand new Icon G2 ratchets from Harbor Freight. I've been waiting a while now for these G2s to come out. The thing that I'm most excited about is these are flex locking ratchets, and it's the first time that Harbor Freight has produced this type of ratchet. And as soon as I heard, I think I got an email or something that my local store physically had these in stock, I went down there. It happened that they're not out on the shelf yet, but the manager was kind enough to go back and get a couple that I wanted. Me being stingy, I don't ever buy tools at like normal price right when they come out, but I'm so excited about these that I wasn't going to wait for a sale or a coupon, which inevitably there would be at Harbor Freight. I snatched them up yesterday and making this video now. The reason I didn't make this video yesterday, and the reason you'll see me wearing a different cap today, is because yesterday was I took my little boys to their first Major League Baseball game. So as far as that's concerned, this is a Hanshin Tigers hat from the Japanese baseball leagues. I got this hat like 21 years ago. And then speaking of our of our strategic partners in Asia, these ratchets are made in Taiwan. So nice little segue there. But let's talk about these ratchets. Like I said, I've been waiting for them for a long time, and that flex locking feature is something that excites me a lot. But I can tell you I paid about 60 bucks for the quarter and 75 or 80, I'll get the exact price, about 70 or 75 bucks for the 3/8 drive. I didn't want a 1/2-inch drive because I'm usually using these size ratchets, and I have a phenomenal Matco that I'm totally happy with at the 1/2-inch. But I got like the gap in the 3/8 quarter. So as I said, these are both made in Taiwan. These are both 80, oh no, the quarter drive is a 72 tooth ratchet and the 3/8 is a 80 tooth ratchet. So a little bit difference there. Obviously you can see the packaging they come in. I'm going to go ahead and open them up and give you my thoughts real quick. Again, nice quality packaging. You have your little icon holder, and actually you can kind of store these, save these and use them for storage if you like. So let's get this further opened up. All right, so now we can get them out, hopefully. All right, so these little tabs are in there pretty good, but let's get this stuff out of the way. All right, so first impressions, decent size and heft on both. The locking mechanism on both is plastic. So, you know, for the cost that these are sold at, they have to be able to save money somewhere, and I can already feel like this just isn't confidence inspiring. So, you know, I'll be fair and give them a shot, but a little bit concerned about the plastic locking mechanism. I don't know how that will hold up. Otherwise, the handle feels really good in the hand. Both the quarter and the 3/8 drive. So as far as the lengths go, the 3/8 drive is 14 inches, and the 1/4-inch drive is 9 inches. So this is really good for a 9-inch, for a 1/4-inch drive, 9-inch, like basically a long ratchet. So I know these are kind of hard to review when you're not using them. I can just tell you that the function of the switch feels smooth. Doesn't feel like anything needs to be oiled up or messed with at the moment. everything seems like it's ready to go out of the box. So you might be wondering why it's worth your while to get locking flex ratchets. And of course, 3/8 is probably the most common size you're going to use in automobiles and vehicles, which is what I almost exclusively work on. But don't sleep on the quarter drive. The quarter drive is really, really useful and has a lot of utility. And I'm sure some of you DIY guys, like your basic home guys, are thinking $60 plus tax for a quarter drive ratchet. No freaking way. Well, let me tell you, this locking feature turns out to be really, really useful in the small area. Like I work on a lot of Euro cars, like Audis, and if you've never worked on Audis, or at least modern Audis, the ability to get into small places at weird angles is tremendous. And the right tool will save you literally hours of turn by quarter turn by trying to get a fastener off that way. So what I've discovered is the small specialty tools like a quarter drive flex locking ratchet are phenomenal and come in handy. And when you need them, they come through with more than they're worth. If you're a younger kind of a person that does work with tools, maybe you're a technician or some kind of a professional in the trades or whatever, I'm telling you, when you're working on cars or small engines, this locking quarter is really important. It's a nice tool to have, and don't just dismiss it as kind of a novelty. Let me bring some of my other brand name ratchets here, and we can put them together and kind of compare them real quick. All right, so let's start off with this gear wrench locker, 1/4-inch drive flex, and this is a 90 tooth. What really attracted me to this gear wrench is the small head. And I was like, wow, that's phenomenal. It's skinny and small. And it's going to be great, which is fine, except the locking mechanism on the gear wrench is atrocious. It locks and unlocks at inopportune times when you don't want it to. And even though on paper, or at least looking at it, I was thrilled to have this kind of smaller head ratchet, it's never turned out to be one of my go-tos or one of my favorites. I mean, it's actually, did I say 90 tooth? It's 120 tooth. So I keep it around for, there's times I'll use it, but it's kind of begrudging. It's just not my favorite ratchet. So this is what really drove me to get the Icon. Clearly, the Icon has got a bigger head. It's a little bit thicker, but that the locking mechanism is much more solid. It's got a switch instead of this crappy button. If you're looking at getting the crappy button operated ones, do not do that. So just right off the bat, it compares favorably to the gear wrench. I think it was about the same price as the gear wrench, maybe slightly more expensive, but you're getting a heftier ratchet at the cost of some additional dimensional size. Not a knock on the Icon, but it's bigger and beefier. Now, I have a smaller flex gear wrench. This is an 84 tooth one. This does not lock. But again, because this other gear wrench is such a terrible mechanism, a lot of times I go to use this and I just use the unlocking flex portion of it. And so obviously sometimes it'll just kind of move as you're moving it, which is not desired. But as you can see, taking the Icon, comparing it to this non-locking 84 tooth gear wrench, the Icon is much skinnier and slightly thicker, but skinnier up top over here, which makes the difference a lot of times. And of course, the handle on the Icon is really comfortable, really nice. Compares well to the gear wrench ones, better than well, in my opinion. So let's set the quarters aside and talk about some of the 3/8. Again, this is the Icon. I love the 3/8. I love the feel of this handle. Okay. My current go-to for a flex locking ratchet at the 3/8 drive is my Matco 88. And I love this ratchet, except I think it's already broken once. And Matco repaired it or sent me a repair kit. I can't remember. I don't remember what the issue was, but Matco took care of it. It's good. I like it. but I do miss it not having a grip, so I'm really looking forward to using the grip feature here. Now, the Matco, it is an expensive ratchet. It's a couple $100. As you can tell, it's got about an inch or so of height on the icon. It is also slightly thinner in the head. They're about the same width, but this part is thinner. So clearly the Matco is more a specialty ratchet. You can tell that it's designed, it's a real high quality, like built. They have similar release features on the lock, on the flex lock, but I think this is plastic. On the Matco is metal, so there's a big difference there. Both of them have smooth selectors. So this is gonna try out. This icon is gonna be auditioning to replace or more likely supplement my Matco. I love this Matco. It just, for whatever reason, it's not confidence inspiring. I know it's a 3/8, but when I get in there and I start cranking on something, it's just skinny, and I know it's designed that way because it's supposed to have like smaller dimensions to fit where it needs to go. But I always get this not 100% confidence inspiring. The icon feels beefier, right? Now again, we just talked about how there's gonna be a penalty for dimensionality, right? So the heads of these ratchets are different, but this neck area, they look like they're exact same dimensions. And again, you get a little bit more length on the Matco. The other ratchet I use, is basically my go-to, is the Snap On, what is this, the Dual 80 or whatever they call it. This is not a locker, it's a flex, but I'm a huge fan of this ratchet. I've had it for many years, and it's been put through the paces. If you look at the icon real quick, once again, they actually have similar dimensions as far as head size. This looks to be this looks to be, and I hope you can see this. If you look closely here, the icon looks to be very similar to the Snap On. Very similar. The dimensions are like very much the same. So it's interesting. All right, guys, let me pop in here and make a point. I was editing the video and realized I'm not connecting what I'm trying to connect. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so first of all, to make the point, I don't have the locking Snap-on. It's the flex head Snap-on. I don't possess the locking. The locking mechanism for the Snap-on is kind of interesting. It's got like a little slider that you slide up. So that's an important point. But as I was looking at these ratchets, what I realized is, and it's, I guess, genius by Icon, they essentially took the head of the Snap-on, like the Dual 80 head, and then they married it up to the body of the Matco locking flex. So it's crazy. It looks like they took the flex Snap-on and they married it to the handle, a shorter one, of the Matco. Because if you look at the Matco locking mechanism and the Icon, they're almost copies, except the Icon looks to be plastic right here, and the Matco is metal. And so, interestingly, as far as I can tell on the website for the Snap-on, their locking flex heads either come at 13 or 20 inches, and the Icon here is 14 inches, so it's a little bit longer than the Snap-on. Not quite as long as the Matco, but basically what Icon has done is it's mated these two together and gotten like a cheaper priced solid copy of the love child between Matco and Snap-on. And so that's kind of like the game-changing aspect of the G2 ratchets here, and it's really cool. So for 70 bucks, you're getting the best of both worlds. And back to the video. I don't recall how much the Snap-on locker is, but I guarantee it's going to be a factor of 3 or 4 times the Icon. So as far as handles go, I like the feel of the grip of the Icon, at least on first touch, as opposed to the Snap-on, even though I love the Snap-on grip, no problems there. but the Icon is just slightly more comfortable in my opinion. So Snap On and Matco, those are the elite level competitors. Again, the Icon I think is going to at the minimum supplement, if not replace, both those ratchets. And a lifetime warranty, you can crank on this without worries. And the cool thing about the lifetime with this, since I'm not a pro, when I break the Snap On and Matco, which I've already broken these at least once each, I have to send in for warranty, right? So I send it out, or I send a picture of a broken part, and they send me a repair kit a few weeks or a couple of weeks later. This I can take to my my Harbor Freight down the road and get it replaced immediately. So again, if you're a young professional or a person, young guy building their tools, or a DIYer that are building your tool set, quarter of the price of the name brand or the truck brand and an immediate replacement. So something to think about. Lastly, I just wanted to talk about this Craftsman V-Series that I did a video on a couple years ago. You might not be able to tell, but it's gotten a lot of use. So it gets a lot of use. It's one of those ratchets where if I'm going down the street to do a project to help a neighbor, run into the junkyard or something, I'll grab this, because if I lose it or it gets lost or stolen, I'm not too broken up about it. As you can see, it's thicker than the Icon. This one's Icon. Thicker than the Icon, slightly shorter, and thicker in both width and like this way and this way. So it's a bigger ratchet, a little bit sloppier ratchet, but it's been a really good ratchet for what I paid for it. And they're about the same price now. So in this instance, I would much rather go with the Icon with the locking mechanism. All right, so guys, I could go on and on and on. I think it's already been a long video with me babbling on about ratchets, but I would like to end this video by saying, you know, if you're in the market for some locking ratchets, these Icons are phenomenal. At least from what I can tell, I haven't used them yet. So I'll certainly come back and give you my thoughts on them, but they look to be excellent. I was super excited to get my hands on them, and I hope I've given you a little bit of insight into these. And if you're a young guy, the lockers, the 1/4-inch lockers, do not sleep on them. They seem to be very useful, and they'll help you out. So if you don't have it, go get it in your repertoire. Otherwise, I hope you liked this video. I hope it was entertaining, if not long-winded. So please give me a thumbs up and look at some of our other videos and consider subscribing. Lastly, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. As you can see, I'm a bit of a tool hound, and I got lots more where these came from. So let me know what you think, and if you've had any experience with the Icon brand, and what your thoughts are. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.